Hey, yo, Trace here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I want to speak a little bit, go back into, because I've been talking about genes and DNA and all of this stuff and what that has to do with your overall destiny, your experience. You know, it was thought to be before scientists then came along and discovered or rediscovered, which has already been told to them. Through our perception, we inform our genes, our DNA, on how to be. So, whatever we believe it to be, you heard me say this, what we believe it is what we say it is. And I know this is difficult for those that say, no, it is what God said it is. But God given us dominion, given us free will to some degree to call forth a reality, to witness and explore life. And so because we have this wonderful gift, this is what we use to call forth reality. And so according to our perception, what we believe something to be is what we label things to be, what we see things as via our senses, like information comes in through our senses, and then we make sense of whatever that vibration is, whatever we believe it to be. So in other words, if someone believes the sky is white and they say it's white, and someone believes it's blue, they'll call out blue, and the person that believes it's blue will live with a blue sky in their world, and the person that believes it's white will live with a white sky in their world. It is what you say it is, that's what it becomes in your world. So I'm not going to go back into DNA and genes just yet. I'm going to speak about, so according to our perception is what we will get. It's what we will experience in life. It's what we believe it to be is what it be. Just that simple. While one is living under a white sky, the other one's living under a blue sky, and they all believe they're living in the same world, but they are not. They are not. And the reason I'm harping on this so much so is because we are in individual worlds, though we don't see it as so. We are in our own world. You ever witness someone walking down the street, you know, or driving somewhere in their car, in their surroundings, having their internal dialogue going on within their mind, and listening to or whatever, and you turn around and look at the next person in their vehicle, and they're sitting there with someone and they're having a discussion with someone, or perhaps you see someone walking on them. Everyone is in their own world, experiencing their own thing, though it is a collective going on. Whatever we are witnessing is what it is in our individual worlds. Let me say this. There are celebrities out there, and they all say, celebrities, artists, athletes, business owners, you name it. They all tell of a story as how they witnessed something, thought something, believed in something, put up images of something that eventually manifested, that came to pass in their life, or something they're living at this time. And they tell the story of something that they observed, something they believed, something they aspired to. I'm saying this because we have to aspire to something. We need to flip a script here and there, if it is your desire. Because, hey, everyone has their world. While one person is graduating and getting a degree of some sort, another may be experiencing a war. While another one is experiencing a flood, another one may be experiencing conglomerate that they're building that is absolutely wonderful. While one person is building a house, another one may be losing a house. One person's having children, the other one can't have any children at all. Okay, there's all types of worlds. There's all kinds of scenarios and things being played out. And the truth is, you can vibe to any one of those like type experiences and end up dealing with war, end up dealing with famine, end up dealing in a flood, end up dealing in a joyful graduation, end up building a beautiful home, end up building a profitable business, or doing well on the stock market, while another one is losing everything in the same stock market. This is the way it is, family. You choose your narrative. And if you are observing any one of those that I've mentioned, observing it, talking about it, being about it, dreaming about it, whatever you do, drawing about, whatever you do with any one of those narratives, you will match the frequency of that narrative and end up experiencing something like that, whatever it is. So let me speak about this. There is a man that I absolutely love to talk about, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, one of the greatest fighters that ever existed that we know about in our time. Muhammad Ali. He used to talk so much. He talked himself into being the greatest fighter there is so far. Because he talked it till he believed it with his whole mind, heart, and soul. He talked himself into that. Yeah, he had other life issues that come on, because no matter what you do, life will have its way with you. There will be some things that will, you have to grow through and evolve through. It's what it is. But I'm on the part that he actually called forth what he chose to have as his reality. These artists that I spoke of earlier, and these athletes, and they also, in one way or another, called forth that they are experiencing, have experienced, and are experiencing. I didn't say that. Now, if at any time in their lives had they had someone to tell them they couldn't do it and they subscribed to that, that would have been their reality. They never would have. Or maybe an aspect, let me say this, another part of them, another dimension, because we're multi-dimensional, if you will. So another part, the aspect of them that never made it. But instead they're experiencing the aspect of them that did. That goes for us. So this goes back to that label thing. I know I'm jumping back a little bit, but this goes to this label. People want to label us. They want to tell us who we are. And if they tell us over and over and over, it begins to seep into the subconscious mind, and we begin to play that part out. We begin to send signals to our DNA that that's what we are. This is who we are. And so we begin to behave in the way that we are told we behave. We are told that this is who we are, and we believe it. It's just like in school, finding books in school that told us that we were Africans swinging from trees and stuff from trees and all that. Never told us about we were the beginning of all civilizations that civilized the world and taught the world how to read and write and create languages and all nature of writing and all nature of things. No, they cut that out. They started with the Greeks and the Romans and stuff when other history started. They don't go beyond that too much. But I'm saying that rather than speak up for ourselves, accept that someone else is saying, we instruct our DNA. We send information to our DNA for what it needs to prepare for, what it needs to be, what it needs to release. And then we perpetuate that narrative to the next generation. Because we chose to believe something. We chose to perceive something in a certain type of way that someone else told us. Imagine that, and we perpetuate that to the next generation. So not only do we make it real when it's not reality, we pass it on, generation to the next generation to the next generation. But we can flip the script, as I said before, as I got off, we can flip it. So a quick word, and back on Muhammad Ali. He talked himself He talked himself into belief to where the trillion or so cells in his body and all that is in the universe all conspired to make it happen because he believed it. So this is what it is. Flip the script. You're going to talk night and day about what you choose for your life. Give yourself a break from what other people are telling you you are, you should be, that you know, hey, you don't have the luxury of entertaining that. You know, someone once told me 50% of your energy belongs on your own business and the other 50% means leaving other folks' business alone. Now, I'm not saying that you do away with those that are a part of you, but they will reap the overflow of what you come to know. For real. In their time. So you have to talk yourself, think yourself, believe yourself, perceive yourself, imagine yourself, create yourself the way you choose for yourself. All power is with you. All power is within you. It is. You send signals to your DNA. No matter what they're trying to do to they can't for as long as you take responsibility and take control of that. This is what it must be. You send the signal. Talk yourself into being well, healthy, strong, almighty, the might, the greatness that you are, the superior being, supreme being that you are. With all gifts and talents gifted to you to create whatever you choose. Whatever you choose, you are greatness. All that is flows through you, is who you are. To deny that is unthinkable. So take a page out of Muhammad Ali's book and many of those other celebrities that tell you, not all celebrities, you know what I'm saying. Learn from their mistakes. Learn from whatever it is that you see that kind of like needed a little tweak here and there. And create your story. And then put all of your love and nurturing into that story. And for those that are with you and around you, you know, they will be uplifted by this. All power is within you. They can't touch you once you step in and walk in your greatness. Be your greatness. Know your greatness. Love your greatness. And talk like Muhammad Ali. Rich beyond measure. Powerful beyond measure. Almighty walks and talks through me. I walk 10,000 strong and more because there's over. So get crazy with yours. Get crazy, go out there, you know, get a little. You don't have time to entertain other narratives. Especially if it's not taking care of you, your family, and your loved ones, and getting you to where you choose to be in life. You just don't have the luxury of sitting down entertaining their narratives. Like I said before, let them play in their own game. Create your own. You ain't got time for that. You don't have time for that. Anyway, much love. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Namaste. Much love.